End of September, beginning of October. And if you ask the savvy investors, you would tell them that the government's going to be shut down. What would they tell you to do? Sell everything because the market is probably going to crash. Well, guess what? That didn't happen. We got a 31 all-time highs this week. And these are the major averages. The S&P 500 ended at a plus 1%, Dow plus 1.1, NASDAQ plus 1.1, RSP 1.4, and the Russell up 1.86. If you look at the RSP is equal weighted S&P 500. Instead of having it by weights, everything is the same weight. If it went up 1.4 for the week, it means that we have wider participation than people want to admit. So hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hello, my name is Micha, and on this channel we talk about stocks, we summarize the week, and as of a few weeks ago we started doing live streams every Wednesday evening. And this week we're going to do the same thing. Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday, 3:44 Eastern, we're going to go live stream as we did in the last 3 weeks, except last week, which was Yom Kippur. So you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. We have already 9.5K subscribers, 161 videos. This channel is growing very rapid, so you're more than welcome to join. When we look at the 9 biggest, whatever the name would be this time, we have half and half. Amazon down for the week, Google down, Tesla down, Meta down, while Oracle, Apple, Broadcom, Microsoft, and Nvidia up for the week. And if it brings you back to the comment I made around the RSP, this is exactly why. RSP 1.14, which means that we have wider participation. Here you go. Healthcare up 6.8% for the week. No Mag 7 is healthcare. Utilities 2.4, no Mag 7 is utilities. Then we have tech and industrial no Mag 7, material no Mag 7, real estate no Mag 7. And with these data points, you can understand that the market is widening. It's good that the rally or the baton is moving from one company to the other. It's encouraging because it means that we don't only have Nvidia pulling everyone forward. And if we talked about Nvidia, this week, Nvidia got to $4.5 trillion in market cap. The first time a company ever, not only Nvidia, anyone got to this market cap. And if you're not invested in crypto, which is, again, not financial advice, everything you see is only for your entertainment and education, Bitcoin was up 6% for the week. Ethereum is up 5.4%. And there are a lot of talk whether this is October, the best performing month for crypto, and whether Bitcoin is going to end the year at $200,000. What do you think? Write me in the comments. Do you think that Bitcoin is going to reach $200,000 at the end of 2.5 months from now, 3 months from now? If yes, write down. And if no, also write down. When we look at materials, you can see crude oil is the only one that underperformed this week, went down 7% for the week. Let's dive into the news, and this is how we start with Trump trying to reduce drug prices by 100% and more. You can't really reduce more than 100%, but I love the excitement and the enthusiasm around trying to prove a point. So yeah, I understand. He wanted to prove a point saying, oh, I'm going to reduce prices in a dramatic way. Okay, 100% and more. But just if your math is and you don't understand how, you're right. Okay, Shopify. Both Shopify and Etsy are now integrated in ChatGPT, which means that you can buy directly from ChatGPT instead of getting just the review and then switching. This should streamline better Shopify sales and, of course, Etsy sales as well. Amazon this week held a conference around new fall hardware event. Then I don't remember too much highlights from there, except they're expanding their Alexa capabilities and their hardware offerings. AI. The biggest bottleneck right now is computing power. Meta signs a deal with CoreWeave. Microsoft signs a deal with NBIS. All these deals, of course, send both CoreWeave and NBIS for the week higher, a lot higher, double-digit higher. Visa is playing around with stablecoins, and 2026 would be the stablecoin year. At least I think more and more companies will find out that they can transfer money. They can use more advanced financial capabilities through the blockchain with crypto. It's going to be very, very interesting to see it. Spotify didn't have a great week with Daniel Ek, the CEO here on the left, announcing that he's going to turn the reins into two co-CEOs and he's going to become the head of the board. The stock tumbled 6% for the week on this news. Oklo gets fast-tracked by the NRC, accelerating advanced nuclear deployment. This took Oklo stock up 11% for the week, if I'm not mistaken. ASTS. Bluebird 6 has completed the final assembly on the space endeavors that ASTS has. And Tesla delivered a bit shy of 500,000 cars for the quarter. This is due, of course, for the end of the EV mandate and people rushing to the stores to buy a Tesla. It will not probably be the same result in Q4 unless Tesla really surprises everyone. But wait for it. You're going to see something very interesting around Tesla in a second. Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway officially reached a deal to buy the petrochemical business from Oxy. This is kind of let's call it a circular deal. Buffett, being one of the biggest investors in Oxy, buys a portion of Oxy. He pays himself, kind of. Maybe he's right. Then AMD or Intel is in talks with AMD to produce AMD chips through Intel Foundry. So if you can't beat them in the chip war, just produce their chips. Before we show you the robot that you all have been waiting for, FICO just shook the mortgage market. They launched a direct licensing program where lenders can access their FICO score without going through Equifax and Experian. This, of course, reduces the number of credit hits you get, streamlines the process a lot faster, and brings FICO with new money. This, of course, gets... You know what? Let's check what it did to FICO score. What I'm using right now is Perplexity. Another news for the week: Perplexity is now enabling everyone to use their Comet browser, which is this, and you have your AI assistant here and everything for free. So for the week, FICO 5 days went up 21.6%. And now let's talk about Kung Fu Panda. No, Kung Fu humanoid robot. This is how it looks like. So this is Tesla humanoid robots. Donald Trump. Elon Musk. Freudian. What Freud would say on that. Elon Musk shared this video. It's not an AI-generated video, although the robot is learning through AI. He is practicing Kung Fu. I have no idea how many videos he saw and how he learned the moves, but it's not pre-trained or not pre-programmed. It's something that he learned, and he is showing his capabilities both on motion, on movement, and of course on the different steps. I wouldn't want to fight a robot, and I'm not sure where it's going from here, but this is the future. 2026 is going to be the year of the humanoid robots, at least the way I see it. Let's talk about next week. First of all, government shutdown. We're at day 5 or day 6 of government shutdown. Doesn't seem like we're going to end it. According to Kalshi, a betting site, 18 days, if I'm not mistaken. We're at day 6. So we have, or day 5 or day 6, we have 12 more days for the shutdown. We also have earnings, not too much. This is really the end of earnings for last season. So we have Delta and Tilray and Levi's and PepsiCo actually on Thursday. Next week, we're going to get all the banks. Economic calendar, we have nothing. We have government shutdown. So Friday, we didn't have jobs report. And I don't know what we're going to have this week. We didn't have anything planned. So it's okay to be on shutdown. And this brings us, as usual, to our S&P 500 chart represented by Japanese candlesticks. As you can see, we're going from bottom left to top right, all-time high. If we keep staying above this trend line, which we can correct all the way to 66.18, it would be still fine. We're still in an upward trend. And if October is going to be dramatic as the history shows, this is just the beginning. I hear murmurs saying that we might get to 7,000 by end of the year. And by end of the year, it means that we can be there by end of the week as well, or by end of the next 2 weeks. 7,000 is here. We're at 6,700. That's another several percent for all-time high. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to put here the last live stream that we had. Remember, Wednesday, 3:44 p.m. We're going to be on this channel live streaming, talking about the market, closing the day. Till next time, thank you for being here. Bye-bye.